Now we are ready to look at the instructions for the hero archetype essay. We've already picked the character, locked in the title. Now it's time to keep in mind that hero as we watch the film that we've selected, or read the stage play, read the novel, read the screenplay, read whatever it is that we are studying, keeping in mind, why does this character do that? I always think of it as somebody sitting on the couch with the remote control, and they make a decision to put down that remote control and go do something. What was that decision? Why are they doing what they're doing? Keep that in mind while you survey the material, whether that be film or written word, keeping notes as you go along. This will allow you to avoid having to rewatch and watch again. If you're watching a film, it's a wonderful idea to write down timestamps. Something occurred at a particular timestamp. If I'm streaming material on any one of the available streaming services, I can pause when I see a significant scene, and I can jot down in my notes the timestamp for that. This way I can not only cite the scene, but it's easy for me to go back to whenever I'm preparing my essay, keeping in mind that the key scenes that I'm going to want to focus on are scenes that show me why the character does what the character does. So I'm going to notice 3 things about that character, and I'm going to realize that that character is an archetype. Here, for example, is an archetype. If I see a character with a tall hat and a broom, what can I assume that character is? Yes, that's right. If I see a character in a long, flowing, sheer white dress, white wings, and a halo effect, what kind of a character is that? That's right, it's an angelic archetype. So as you watch or read the actions of your hero, now the next trick is to find out what kind of an archetype that hero is. In the assignment document, you'll find the description of several types of heroes. You'll think about the hero you've chosen and go down this list and think about which archetype most aptly describes your character. The character I've been using as an example is Hamlet. Hamlet was the Prince of Denmark. Checks this box. He was fated by the gods or some supernatural force or doom to destruction, or at least to great suffering. Hamlet's father comes back and reminds him of the guilt that he carries. Check box. The hero struggles against this fate, and this comic conflict wins our admiration. Okay, we admire him and we feel bad for him because he is under so much pressure because of this ghost that he must struggle with. So each one of these qualities for the tragic hero fit, don't they? Because of what Hamlet does, what he says, and what is said about him. He fits these characteristics. So what I want to do is select 3 or 4 of these to focus on in my essay. And these will need to be prominent characteristics. Noble birth, got it. Fated by the gods, got it. That's going to require a little explanation, isn't it? I can show how a person is born very easily in 2 sentences, but explaining how he's fated by the gods is going to take a little bit more information. And so it goes as you look over the list of archetypes and select the archetype that most aptly explains why your character put down the remote control and got off the couch to do something. And now that we know our character, we've watched the film or read the screenplay or read the stage play or the novel, or whatever we have read and studied, and we have looked over the list of archetypes and determined what kind of archetype our hero is, it's ready to conduct some research, which is so much fun.